Yeah,
What's today?
viernes.
And what's special about Viernes?
Today is our first day in Disney Magic.
But what's the name of the cruise ship, though?
Disney-
What were you just doing while you were sleeping, maybe?
Oh, the Disney Dream.
Yes, the Disney Dream. Happiness is a lifestyle. Luggage tags are on.
We're ready.
Let's do it. He has to load the car. I'll explain in a minute why I'm not helping. Another oops, this one, me. Well, everybody, we are in the car. The car is loaded. Today is the big day as we get ready to board the Disney Dream for Halloween on the high seas. And we have been looking forward to this cruise for a couple months now.
Yes.
So the build up and the anticipation. We got our little purple Disney shirts. We thought these were appropriate. Got the whole gang going into the haunted house. We're boarding the ship. They're boarding the haunted house.
Yeah, they are getting on an adventure, and we are too.
Yes,
And
exactly.
it's got all the Halloween colors:
Exactly.
orange.
The purple, the yellow. Ooh, spooky. So, beautiful day here in Port Everglades. We came in last night. We decided to check into a hotel right by the port. We stayed at the Marriott Residence Inn. Perfectly fine hotel. Nothing spectacular, but a nice night of sleep. So that we could get up this morning, go get our sustenance. We got to have our coffee. And we can't go to the port until a specific time. So, under the new regulations, because of the pandemic, everybody's given an arrival time. You're not allowed to arrive any time before then. So our arrival time is at 12:30. And even though we are fully vaccinated, we are still required to take a COVID test prior to boarding, as are all the passengers on the ship. So we will get to the port and we'll show you what that process is like. But in the meantime, let's go get some breakfast. Oh yeah, and I mentioned I was having him do the luggage. Yours truly, unfortunately, if I look a little weird in this video and I'm a little hobbly, I was involved in a rear end car accident on Tuesday. Thankfully, I'm doing well. My car, not so much, so we're in a rental. But thankfully, it could have been a lot worse. So 54 years of life and my first car accident driving a vehicle. Wasn't my fault, so that's a good thing. But still, I'm a little sore. And each day, it's like a new ache. So this is day 3. So can't think of a better way to R&R. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. So how excited are you? This is your first Disney cruise.
I'm very excited because I love getting on a cruise, getting on a new adventure, and this will be the first time in a Disney cruise, and it's for Halloween, one of my favorite holidays.
Yeah, it is. It's our favorite. That and Christmas. So we're going to go do this, and stay tuned for lots of adventures on the high sea.
Magic happening.
Yeah, dropping our luggage off. So we are now in line to do our in-car health screening in the parking garage. So we'll tell you about that. But we just dropped our luggage off with the porter. We had our pre-luggage tags that Disney sent us. Super easy. Everybody's so friendly. Came through, and now we got a couple cars ahead of us. And then we'll be in and we'll do our COVID test. And again, even though we're fully vaccinated, every passenger day of cruise, regardless of vaccine status, is required to take a COVID test to get on the ship. So that's great, right?
See?
All right. Stay tuned for more.
What's happening?
Well, we are now just waiting for a spot so that we can do our test. We're going to self-swab, put it in a little vial, and give it to them. And I think they're going to give us the swab and watch us while we do it. So that's what's happening. All right, so we have pulled in our spot. We're just now waiting for the person to come to administer our COVID test, which we're going to do momentarily. So far, the process has been very efficient. Very simple.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you guys doing today?
We're great.
Awesome. And did you guys get a chance to go ahead and fill out those labels for me quite yet?
No, I didn't know we had to
Alright,
do that.
So go
Yeah, I
ahead.
was reading the
No worries.
instructions.
Go ahead and start that. Just go ahead and put your first name, last name, and date of birth onto that label.
Okay.
Once you're done, if you guys can stick that label onto the tube for me just like this.
Yep.
And we'll be with you guys in a moment, okay?
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, so we have a label that we got to fill
Yeah, I
out.
was reading the instructions and that's
Okay.
what it says.
Close the tube and stick it back in your bag after you're done.
Okay. Just to pull it out.
Yep. Pull it out.
Okay. I'll let you do this for me.
You want me to swab you? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do me first.
He does it all the time for work, so he knows.
Every
what
3
to do.
days we do this. Did I do good? Breaking it off,
Yep.
closing it up,
Back in the bag.
back in the bag. This too?
You can.
There you go. All right. Good. Open your thing. Put that there. Bend and break. There you go. And now we wait.
You should receive your email within 35 to 45 minutes of your results, okay?
Okay.
Did
Thank
Disney already come talk to you?
She came and told us where to go to park and everything.
Okay,
Yeah.
You're good to go.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
All right, everyone. Easy peasy. Now we wait for our results. All right, so now we are in our parking spot. We're just going to wait for the results. And Juan Carlos, tell them what you discovered that I think is good too for all of our Spanish-speaking friends out there.
Yeah, so the instructions to perform the COVID tests come in English and español.
So that's a good thing.
Sí. Entonces las instrucciones para hacerse la prueba de COVID vienen también en español.
But it's super easy. So,
Yes, very
yeah, I
easy.
mean, from the point of literally dropping our luggage to where we are now, it's taken less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean you got to the port, drop off your luggage. There's people along the way telling you what to do, so it's very easy.
Yep.
You drop off your luggage, continue, and then come to the parking lot, and there's a person telling you like what's next. Then you do your tests, come up here to wait for the results, and then you're ready to go.
And
Is
we're
that
ready
easy?
to go. So now we just wait anywhere, probably she said about 30 minutes it'll
No,
take for the
It
results.
says 45 minutes, and it'll be up to an hour.
It could be up to an hour.
Yes.
So we just hanging out here, listening to some music in the car. Luckily, we still have some coffee left in our coffee cups. Because, you know, we had to get our Starbucks to start the day. But super excited, so stay tuned. We'll let you know as soon as we get to board the ship. I'm sure we're fine. Well, guess what, everyone? 30 minutes later, we are
We're clear.
cleared to sail. So excited, so relieved. Of course, we knew we were fine, but you know, that's that waiting, right?
Yeah, it's
It
the waiting.
makes you a little nervous. But anyway, so we're going to grab our bags now and we're going to go to the next step and board the ship. Oh my gosh, so excited. So really, from the point of arrival to now, it was literally less than 40 minutes. So that's pretty darn good. Bravo, Disney. You're doing a great job. All right, let's see what the next steps are. A little tip from us to you, by the way, if you are driving to the port and you park here at the Disney Cruise Terminal, if you can park your car on level 3, you can walk across the sky bridge, which makes it a lot easier to get into the port. So let me turn the camera on so you can see. Just a little tip from us to you. Super, super excited.
Very exciting.
So I wanted to give a little context to all of you who watch our channel. You may or may not know, but I used to work for Disney, and one of the last big projects that I worked on before leaving Disney was the Disney Cruise Line. And directly behind Juan Carlos and I is a replica of the Disney Magic ship, which is the ship that I helped launch back in 1998. And I was part of the entertainment production team that put together all of the live show entertainment for the main stage theater, as well as all the atmosphere entertainment on the ship. And the legacy of that still continues today. Some of the work that I did back in 1998, leading up to the launch of the ship, is still happening today. And we're going to see a little bit of that as we board with a little modified version of the welcome show that they usually do. So I'm certainly excited to see that. I have not been on board a ship since the inaugural sailing back in '98. So I'm so excited. Now obviously we're not on the Disney Magic, the original ship, but we are on the Disney Dream. So yeah, I'm getting a little emotional because it's like a little homecoming. And I'm so happy to be here with the band that I love, getting to share this experience for this quick little 3-day cruise. So we hope you guys enjoy the overall experience through our eyes on the Disney Dream. And I'm going to share with you maybe some interesting tidbits and facts and things along the way that the average person doesn't know, because I was there at the beginning when the ship was being built in Italy. And I'll throw in a few photos right here. So there you go, there's a few shots of me back in Italy while the ship was being built. So, they've called our boarding group. It's time for us to go on board. It's now time to go through the famous portal ears of Mickey Mouse. Right there, we're gonna board the ship. Are you excited?
So excited.
Oh boy. Let's do it. There it is.
Welcome to the Disney Dream. Right this way.
Thank you.
We're going to have you check in with your bottle.
All the way to your right, please.
Thank you. So excited. We're boarding. It's time. Hi.
Disney Dream, please welcome our Gio and JC.
Way! We're here, everyone. Okay, I'm gonna cry. Yay! Right in the front.
Welcome aboard. Enjoy
So
your
excited.
Disney Dream, please welcome aboard the Rock family.
Hey, Captain. All right, the magic has started. We are here. We're ready. You can't see it, but my face is beaming. Juan Carlos is.
Hello, everyone. I'm Anna, and I'm here with Captain Mickey.
Hiya, folks.
And Captain Minnie. Oh, hello, everyone. Minnie and Mickey insisted to be the first to welcome you aboard the beautiful Disney Dream. We've missed you, and we can't tell you how great it feels to see your stunning atrium filled with families again. Families who are about to create some lifelong memories together. Now, our shipboard family has been working tirelessly to ensure that every single detail is taken care of so that your family can experience the magic that is Disney. Now, it's time for the fun begin. Captain, take it away.
It's a good time. It's a good time. Yeah. Celebrate. Yeah. It's a good time. Great to see ya.
Keep the fun going.
We were greeted by Mickey and Minnie.
Yay!
Yay!
And a beautiful show.
Yeah, it's awesome. Let's go. All right, 9104, our stateroom. And during the new protocol, you used to get your stateroom cards when you checked in, but now they put them on your door and you can come. So we're lucky. It's all sealed. Boop. So we're going in for the first time. There's one and there's me. Beep. Come on in, everyone. Disney Dream. And you put your stateroom key in here so that we can have lights. Ready and more. Ta-da! Mask off. Woo! First impressions, it's very spacious, this cabin. Yeah? Well, we got backlight. Go this way. First impressions, more?
I love it. Yeah, it's very spacious.
Yeah.
I love the colors.
We got plenty of room.
And a lot of storage. I love
A
that.
ton of room, definitely. You know, it's great for families, for sure.
A lot of
That's awesome. And the bed is nice and spacious. Big queen size bed. I love that the bed is raised off the floor so we can put our luggage underneath it for storage without taking up room in the closets, or so it's perfect. And of course, we have ourselves a room with a balcony. So let's go out and see what our view is. So excited. But yeah, this is great. 2 chairs out here, plenty of room to come out and just enjoy the views. There's another ship over there in the distance. Yep. So more. Can you believe it? We're back on a cruise ship.
After
It's been-
2 years.
It's been over 2 years. And cruising is one of our favorite things to do.
That's how we met.
Yep. Yeah, if you didn't know that, everyone, Juan Carlos and I met on a cruise. If you can go back and watch our video,
Who we are.
the Who We Are video, we talk about that. But yeah, we're excited that cruising is back and
Safe.
safe. We feel really good with the way Disney is doing things. And since we live in South Florida, we have the opportunity, we can go on lots of cruises. We just haven't done it, so perhaps there'll be more in our future. Stay tuned. So we're going to chill out a little bit, then we're going to go up and explore the ship.
But now we have to go to 4.
Yeah, we have to go to 4 and do our assembly station, and we're just going to chill for a minute before we go do that. So we got a couple hours before we sail away. Boy, I've waited for this moment for a long time. 23 years since the first sailing of the Disney Magic. So throughout this course of videos, if you see me getting emotional, bear with me. It's nice to be back on board one of these ships, for sure. Yeah.